Hello, my name is Cody Carlson. This is my introduction video for EDL 853. Personally, I'm from Eudora, Kansas. Graduated there in 2009. I went to Northwest Missouri State for physical education. I also played football there and won a couple national championships. I got engaged recently this summer to Kate down there in the corner. We have a dog named Jax. He's a corgi, and that's about it. Teaching career. I'm in my fourth year of teaching. My first 2 years I was at Pioneer Ridge Middle School in Independence, Missouri. I was the weights teacher there, coach high school football, and then middle school girls basketball and track. And then the previous year, or last year, I took a job at Great Bend as the ISS coordinator, and I coach high school football, basketball, and track. And I really enjoy the Great Bend School District. It's a really nice place to be. Reflection on Great Bend, I think we do a great job with our special ed as a whole. As a whole school, we are MTSS. We do the multi-tier system of support. We do that actually academically and behaviorally, but right now we're only doing academic interventions with reading and math. Next year we're going to start behavior. I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but they're pretty impressive of our moving kids from tier 3 to tier 2 and tier 2 to tier 1. We're moving those kids. Our teachers and our students are doing a really good job in those intervention classes. We try to do as much inclusion as possible. Our pairs provide a lot of support in the classroom for the students that do need it, and they're a pretty solid staff. The basic IAPs and 504s with accommodations, modifications, we all do that, but what I really think separates Great Bend from everybody else is we have a fully staffed special education department. They do a great job. We are the area school district for all of those low-level special ed students, and we actually transportate those from area towns and have them at our high school. We provide a lot of adapted classes, whether it's adapted PE, adapted English, adapted math, learning strategies, kind of all those things for those middle-of-the-road students. We provide a lot of those supports, and then we also have our very low-level ones. That's where the full staff comes in, and they actually do a thing called the Panther Cafe, where once a month those students will learn these life skills, and they cook a lunch for you. You can sign up for it to either have them bring it to your classroom when you have lunch period, or you can go to their classroom. They set it up as a restaurant, and they wait on you and provide you drinks and all that during your lunch period. And those kids enjoy it. They have a blast with that experience. And they also do the laundry with our towels and our sports uniforms, so they're learning life skills that way. I think they do a really good job with that. Personal reflection, I don't have that much experience with it. I probably lack a lot of knowledge in the special education department. My only really minor experiences were every once in a while at my old job I would help with adapted PE classes. I sat in on a few IEP meetings when I was able to, but just I haven't had the time or the resources to be able to be in those environments and have those experiences. I have a very limited knowledge with the legal side of this, especially. That would be one of my very weaknesses of this, and that's why I'm excited to have this class. Hopefully I can find some resources that will give me some information that's credible, so I can have for the rest of my career, be able to refer to those resources. And then lastly, now ISS is such a different classroom than any other normal classroom. I don't have students every day. I have my regulars, but for that reason, I lack involvement in the IAP part of it. I don't. Every once in a while, if I have a new student that I know is in adaptive classes, I'll try and find that IAP, but it's pretty difficult to find them most of the time, and if I do, they're pretty vague. So my plan for enhancement, I think special education is a huge team effort. It takes teachers, pairs, sped leaders, parents, administrators, everybody to come together, and anytime there's a team, roles need to be defined. So for enhancement, I would get all those people that are together and have conversations, come together, work as a team, define roles. SPED leaders tell the teachers what exactly they're looking for. Pairs define those roles, and I think that would just help everybody move together more fluidly. Also, as I stated prior, improve IEPs. I have a hard time finding them. Sometimes make them more user friendly. They're pretty vague. Add suggestions for struggling subjects. I know there's got to be a legal document of it, but maybe a sub IEP where it's more teacher friendly of understanding what subjects they struggle with and all that information would be great. And then I think the real MVP of the special education department are the paras. They play such a huge role in the team, but that job's not very exciting, and people don't necessarily want to go be paras. That's not their dream. So how do we make that more appealing to people? So some way, somehow find improved incentives for paras, because you really want to have good paras so they can help the students in the classroom. Funding wise, I broke it down into two segments: free to little cost. Have some professional development days in house where the speakers are SPED leaders. We had a couple of those earlier in the year at Great Bend, and they're very beneficial. Listening to those SPED leaders talk about what they need and what their daily routine is, and that was awesome to see their side of it. And then another way would be sending teachers or pairs to training workshops. Only send a few of them, so it's cheaper, and then just have those people that go report to the rest of the staff of what they learned. And then this way, you're not sending a bunch of people and paying all that money, and you still get the information. A higher cost would be improving para contracts, making it more appealing, or at least increasing the number of paras so that you can provide enough support in classrooms for all the students that need it. These are my standards, and I look forward to learning from all of you guys. Thank you.